I saw that you were at some sort of signing event. I see you get pictures with Mel Blount, the legend Rocky Bleier, your guy, Troy Polamalu as well, Ike. The floor is yours. It was great to see you together. And I saw just a genuine smile, ear to ear grin, Ike. It was great to see you two together again.
The chosen one. I call Troy from the unicorn to the chosen one. You know what I'm saying? Because he was the guy we thought as a team who was the chosen one, who set example on and off the field. Whether you was a 10-year veteran or you was a rookie like him and I coming in, we all knew at some point in time, and that was early. I want to say after the first couple of practices that Troy was the chosen one. So it's always good to see my brother. But then I got Donnie Shell, Terry Bradshaw, Mel Blount. Then other than them, Kenny Pickett was there, Pat Fairmouth was there, GP, George Pickens was there. So it was like a Pittsburgh Rocky Bleav was there. So it was like a Pittsburgh reunion. Then you got to see Jordan Love. I didn't know Jordan Love was that tall. Mark, I did not know Jordan Love was that tall. I say, dang, man, he really looked like a point guard. So in the NBA, 6'5" point guard. So like that was cool to see. Fred Warner, one of my favorite. I got an opportunity to talk to that middle linebacker from the San Francisco 49ers. So just being a lot around the old greats and young up and coming stars was cool to see. But it's always a good time when I sit down and chop it up with my guy, Troy Polamalu, aka the chosen one. We sat down the night before and had a good time, laughed, cried, shared stories and everything. So it's just always fun to see them guys. That was my first time really going to that kind of event and actually seeing everybody. So, Mark, I had to get all the jerseys, damn near every single last one of them. So I'm getting them framed and we're going to hang them up in the gym that's getting built. But it's just cool to see all them guys, man. It's just cool to be around greatness, to be honest with you. Like I was a kid in the candy store, Mark. So when I got around them guys, I was like, my pride is at the front door. I'm asking everybody for a picture and I'm asking everybody for a goddamn jersey. This is exactly what I'm doing. So that's exactly, my mind was already premeditated on how I'm going into this event.
Ike, when was the last time you had seen Troy?
Oh, man. I mean, FaceTime like 3 days before. But other than that, in person, probably like a couple of months. But I always see Troy. We always keep up with each other.
Maybe not since like in person, since I know when you, Troy, and RC were on the Pivot podcast several months back.
Correct. But I seen him before then as well. I seen him after that as well. Troy and I talk all the time. He's very interested on how the scouting and the front office works. So we go back and forth on his thoughts. I listen to him. He probably only do it. I really, 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 really like when he talks, get to talking, I just listen. Sometimes I cut people off. I have a bad habit of that. But he's one of the guys that I consider because he has a different perspective, not only on life, Mark, but just in the football world as well. He said some things to me. I thought that's going to happen in the football world 3 years from now, but I think he's just 3 years ahead of the game. So, which I don't want to say on there. We'll talk about it off air. But Troy's just different. So, but just seeing Troy, it's like my first time ever seeing him. Every time I see him, it's like my first time ever seeing him, and that's how we bond together.
Well, that's a pretty legendary story. The first time you met at training camp in the dorm rooms in Latrobe, PA.
So we have to go to Pittsburgh because Mel Blount is doing a foundation, and Troy is hosting it. And Troy was telling Lex, my lady, how he's going to roast me, and that's the story he's going to talk about. The first time I met Ike Taylor was in what Troy said. He thought he was going to have his own room, presidential suite. I'm a first-round draft pick. Pittsburgh going to give me an own room, presidential suite. Man, I'm about to live it up a little bit. I finally get to relax and kick my feet. And you open the door and you see 2 queen beds in the hotel in Pittsburgh downtown. And you got a guy on the floor who just came out the shower doing sit-ups with no clothes on, commando style. And he was like, wow. So when he walked in, he thought he had the wrong room. And I was like, I stopped in mid-crunch and was like, nah, Troy Polamalu, you got the right room. You got the right room. We're teammates. And he was like, in his soft voice, oh, okay.
Ike, I know how much you sweat too. I always see on Instagram, it's like, man, I got to get my butt to the gym today too. I'm imagining you're just dripping in sweat while all this is happening too.
Man, picture you coming into the room, Mark. You just got drafted. You're a first-round draft pick, Mark, and you come into a room and you think you got a big suite. And as soon as you open the door, you got a guy with no clothes on doing crunches.
Welcome to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Welcome to the Pittsburgh Steelers, Troy.